What if your mind alone is incapable of attracting true wealth? You've been taught to think harder. But what if the secret is to think together, to fuse consciousness? When two minds truly align on one purpose, they don't just add, they multiply. They create a third invisible mind. This is the mastermind Napoleon Hill really wrote about. It's not strategy, it's spiritual alchemy. By the end of this video, you will understand how to access this third mind, the silent partner that connects you directly to the source of all breakthrough ideas. You think you know what a mastermind is. You've heard the term. You picture boardrooms, strategies, ambitious men shaking hands, planning their ascent to wealth. You've associated it with business, with the grinding of gears in the external world. You believe it's a meeting of two intellects, adding 1 + 1 to get 2. How painfully limited, how tragically incomplete. This assumption is the first chain that holds you captive. You've been looking at the shadow, believing it was the source of light. You've mistaken the container for the power. The true mastermind isn't about cooperation. It's about creation, not synergy. It's alchemy. You've been taught to focus on what the hands are doing, but the real work, the secret, it happens in a space you cannot see. It's time to unlearn the noise of the physical world and hear the rhythm of the operant power. This is not about getting ahead. This is about becoming. This is not about two minds meeting. This is about two minds merging to create a third, a completely separate entity, an invisible, silent, all-powerful consciousness. This is the secret Napoleon Hill coded into his work, a truth so profound it had to be hidden in plain sight, veiled in the language of success, so the unprepared wouldn't see. You see, when two consciousnesses align perfectly, in harmony, faith, and singular purpose, they don't just share ideas, they ignite a spark, they open a channel. This third mind isn't the sum of their parts. Oh no, it is an emergence. It is a superior consciousness that draws its power not from their individual knowledge, but from the very ocean of life itself. It's a vortex, a bridge, a living conduit to the source of all solutions. It is a presence that thinks through you, not from you. You are no longer just you. You have accessed the I am. But the world teaches you isolation. It teaches self-made. It celebrates the lone genius, the struggling artist, the solitary inventor. This is the greatest deception. The ego, your personal I, is a fortress. It's designed to protect, but all it does is imprison. It filters the infinite down to the mundane. It tells you that you must have the answer, that you must do the work, that you must solve the puzzle. And so you sit, you strive, you strain, listening only to the echo of your own assumptions, trapped in the loop of your own finite energy. This is the state of separation. This is the hell of the self. The third mind cannot be born where the ego reigns. It demands surrender. It demands you release the arrogance of I know and step into the humility of we become. This alignment, it's not mere agreement. It's not friendship. It's not intellectual debate. It is a vibrational resonance. It is a shared assumption. When two of you attune your inner world to the same unwavering belief, the same defined end, you collapse the boundaries of the self. You are no longer two separate points of awareness. You become a unified field. This harmony, this synchronization of feeling, is the key. The feeling is the prayer. The feeling is the mechanism. The third mind is the offspring of a feeling held in unison. It is born from a state of knowing that what you desire, you already are. And when two hold that state, the power isn't doubled. It is magnified exponentially. It becomes prophetic. It becomes an unstoppable force that rearranges the shadows of reality to match the light of your combined inner world. You've been taught to look at the mastermind as a tool for your hands, a strategy, a physical act. You got it wrong. It's not a tool. It is a temple. It is the creation of a sacred invisible space where your mind and the mind of another cease to be, so that a divine intelligence can take residence. It is the application of the highest mystical law, where two or more are gathered, I am. You have misunderstood the very nature of power, and this misunderstanding, this insistence on self, is precisely why you feel so limited. It's why you're exhausted. You've been trying to build a new world, completely alone. To try alone is to declare war against the infinite. You pace the floor of your own mind, night after night, digging through the same limited library of your experiences, your memories, your fears. You are locked in an echo chamber of the self. This isolation is the curse of the modern seeker. You believe your power comes from you. What arrogance, what limitation. Your individual mind, as magnificent as it may seem, is merely a receiver. And when it's tuned only to itself, it picks up static. It receives distortion. This is why your ideas feel small. They feel recycled. They lack the fire of true creation. They are born of effort, not emergence. You are trying to force a new reality from the old state. And the harder you push, the more depleted you become, because you are drawing power from a finite well. You are trying to be the source, instead of allowing the source to flow through you. This exhaustion you feel, it's not physical, it's spiritual. It is the profound starvation of the soul, crying out for connection to the whole. When you operate from the I, you are operating from a place of lack. You are assuming separation. And by the law, what you assume, you create. You assume you are alone, and so you are alone, battling shadows with no light. Your energy drains. Your inspiration dries up. The path forward becomes foggy, confused, impossible. You begin to doubt the very power within you. You mistake this exhaustion for a sign to quit, when it is really a sign to surrender, to stop the frantic digging in the shallow dirt of your own intellect. The isolation isn't just inefficient. It's a form of spiritual sleep. It's the hypnotic lullaby of the ego, convincing you that you are the center, when you are truly just a single, disconnected cell. Look at the world around you. It worships the individual, the self-made myth. But this is a prison. This focus on the self walls you off from the very power you seek. The operant power, the I am, is not personal. It is universal. It doesn't belong to you. It is you, but it is also everyone else. When you insist on doing it my way, when you hold your plans tight to your chest, shielding them in secrecy and pride, you are telling the infinite intelligence that your small, finite consciousness knows better. You are severing the line. You are closing the door. The energy you could be accessing, the boundless creativity, the effortless solutions, the divine synchronicities, they cannot penetrate the concrete bunker of the isolated ego. Your belief in self is the only devil that Hill ever warned about. This smallness you feel, this is the symptom. The disease is the assumption of your own sufficiency. You have convinced yourself that your brain, that 3-pound mass of chemistry, what is the origin of genius. So you read more books, you attend more seminars, you think harder, you try harder, but you're just organizing the old furniture in the same dark room. You're not accessing new light. True genius, true revelation, does not come from the mind. It comes through the mind. It is a transmission, and the isolated mind is a poor receiver. It's noisy. It's full of static, of doubt, of past failures, of mortal limitations. This is why you feel stuck. You're trying to build a skyscraper using only the tools in your own small garage. You are ignoring the architect who is waiting patiently for you to ask for the blueprint. And so you spin, you struggle, you burn out. You mistake activity for creation. You mistake thought for imagination. You are a ship, convinced it is the ocean. You are a single musical note, believing it is the symphony. The isolation, it's not just holding you back, it is defining you. It is the framework of your perceived reality. Your prayers seem to hit the ceiling and fall back, unanswered. Your manifestations feel forced, artificial, temporary. Why? Because you are trying to take from the universe, when the law requires you to receive. And you cannot receive when your hands are clenched, desperately holding on to the identity of I. This is the problem. This is the cage. But there is a key. Hill saw it. He didn't invent it. He observed it. He watched the giants, the Fords, the Edisons, the Firestones, and he realized what they said they were doing, sharing ideas, or was just the surface, the story for the public. Hill, he had the inner sight. He perceived the invisible element in the room with them. He felt the charge, the magnetism, the presence. He understood their alignment wasn't merely intellectual. It was metaphysical. It was a complete, harmonious surrender of their individual egos to a single unified purpose. They weren't just collaborating, they were fusing their consciousness. And this fusion, this alchemy, this sacred act of a unified assumption, is what ripped a hole in the veil of the ordinary. It created a portal, a direct, stabilized living conduit, straight to the mind of the infinite. They weren't just building cars or light bulbs, they were channeling God. This portal, it is not a place, it is not a distant light, it is a state of being, achieved through resonance. When your consciousness, your I am, vibrates at the exact same frequency as another I am, the illusion of separation dissolves. It's the law. It's not hope. It's physics, spiritual physics. Imagine two tuning forks, keyed to the same note. When one is struck, the other must vibrate in response. Now, imagine them vibrating with such perfect, sustained harmony that they create a third sound, an overtone, a frequency that wasn't present in either one alone, a sound that silences all other noise. This new, powerful vibration is the third mind. It is the portal. It is a stabilized, focused channel, cleared of the static of your individual doubt, your fear, your history. And through this pure, silent channel flows the one thing that has all the answers, the one thing that is all answers: infinite intelligence. You've called it the universe, the source, the subconscious, the I am, the names. They are just broken symbols for the unthinkable. What matters is that it is the only operant power. It is the vast, silent, pregnant knowing that contains all possibilities, all inventions, all music, all wealth, all solutions to all problems. Waiting. They are not created by you. They already are. They are simply selected. When you are alone, your selection is limited by the walls of your own assumptions. But when this portal is opened, when the third mind is born, you are no longer selecting from your own tiny, finite library. You are granted direct access to the master library, the mind of everything. This is the source of all genius. This is the source of all wealth. Because wealth, true, abundant, spiritual wealth, is just an idea, a selection, an alignment. But this bridge, this portal, it demands a toll, a price. And that price is the one thing you've been trained from birth to protect: your ego, your rightness, your opinion, your need to be me. The portal cannot open if there is discord. It cannot. It collapses instantly in the presence of competition, of envy, of blame, or of fear. This is why it is so rare and so powerful. It demands harmony, not just agreement in words. Yes, I agree. No. It demands harmony in feeling, a shared, deeply felt, unwavering assumption of the reality you wish to call forth. You must both be living in your inner world, in the state of the wish fulfilled. This is the secret. The third mind is the offspring of this sacred, unified feeling. You must desire the end, the single purpose, more than you desire to be right. You must surrender the I for the we, and the we becomes the conduit for the I am. This, then, is the real concept. The mastermind is not a business tactic. It is practical metaphysics. It is the highest form of spiritual prayer. It is the deliberate, conscious act of creating this portal. You are fusing two consciousnesses to become a perfect, silent receiver for genius. You stop trying. You stop straining. You stop thinking. And you allow. You receive the wealth, the ideas, the breaks, the luck. They aren't the goal. They are the byproduct. They are the inevitable, natural, effortless overflow that spills from the infinite through the portal that you and your aligned partner have opened. You have moved from the limited plane of the intellect to the unlimited plane of the spirit. You are no longer just two people. You are a vortex. And this is where the real power begins. Once this third mind is born, everything changes. It is alive. It is an invisible, silent partner. It is a consciousness, a genius, whose sole purpose is to fulfill the unified assumption that gave it birth. This is not positive thinking. This is not hoping. This is applied metaphysics. This new mind, this superior consciousness, does not operate on the level of problems. You, in your isolated state, you see obstacles. You see how. You see lack. The third mind sees only the end state. It holds the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and it begins to draw. It is a magnetic vortex. It doesn't chase opportunities. It commands them. It doesn't look for solutions. It is the very source of them. It is the operant power, focused, amplified, and given a direct mandate. It has become your silent, all-powerful servant. And the ideas, oh, the ideas, they will feel nothing like the ones you strained for. They don't come from you. They are given to you. They arrive, whole, complete, perfect, in the shower, during a walk, in the quiet space between breaths. They are downloads, transmissions, from the infinite intelligence, passing effortlessly through the clear, silent portal you've created. When you were alone, your mind was filled with the static of your own ego, your doubts, your fears, your what-ifs. The third mind has no doubt. It has no fear. It is a pure, open channel. It is a consciousness that knows. And this knowing is what attunes you to a frequency of genius you could never touch alone. You are no longer thinking. You are receiving. You have tapped the source of all invention. This is how luck is manufactured. This is how coincidence is created. It is law. The third mind, holding the feeling of your assumption. We are wealthy. We are successful. This is done. Radiates this frequency, this state, and the physical world, which is only a shadow of consciousness, has no choice. It must conform. People will call you, out of the blue. Contracts will appear. The exact person you needed to meet will be standing in line next to you. You will call this a miracle. Hill called it cause and effect. You have planted a seed, a spiritual seed, in the fertile soil of the subconscious, and this seed, nourished by the harmony of two, must grow. The opportunities are not the goal. They are the evidence of your inner alignment. This is the ultimate how. You've been asking the wrong question. You ask, how do I solve this? And you remain trapped in the problem. The third mind is the solution. It is a consciousness that exists at the level of the solution. It does not fight the shadow. It turns on the light. That impossible problem you had, that brick wall. To the third mind, it doesn't exist. It was an assumption, a shadow cast by your old state of consciousness. By entering this new combined state, you have selected a new reality, a reality where the solution already is. This is the power. It doesn't find the path. It is the path. It rearranges the very fabric of your perceived world. By being the new assumption, this isn't magic. It is the law. It is the highest application of metaphysics. And so, the power isn't just in what you get, it's in who you become. You, the you that was so tired, so alone, so limited, begins to dissolve. You stop identifying with the small self. You know, with a calm, deep, unshakable knowing, that you are not alone. You are backed by a power that is infinite. You and your aligned partner are no longer just two individuals. You are the physical anchors for a genius, a third mind that now works, thinks, and creates for you. You have stopped trying to make things happen, and you have finally learned how to let them happen. You have moved from force to power. So, what do you do now? You, with this knowledge, with this fire, what is your next selection? You can feel the truth of this, can't you? It vibrates beneath the surface of your skin. It's the I am within you, recognizing itself. You can choose, right now, to let this feeling fade, to click away, to return to the comfortable, cold isolation of the self, to go back to striving and forcing and failing. You can continue to believe the lie that you must do this alone. You can remain one, a single, finite, exhausted point of consciousness. Or you can choose to become three. You can choose to ascend. You can make the most powerful spiritual decision of your life. You can decide to create, not a business, not a plan, but a portal. The choice is yours. The power is waiting. The infinite is listening. The call to action is not go and do. It is go and be. Your work, Your only work is to find one other, one consciousness that shares your fire, one soul that is willing to surrender the ego, to harmonize, to align for a purpose greater than you. This is not a search with the eyes. It is a search with the feeling. You will know them. You will feel them. It is not about finding someone who agrees with you. It is about finding someone who resonates with you, someone who is willing to hold the same inner state, the same assumption, the same feeling of the wish fulfilled, without wavering, until it becomes the only reality. This is not networking. This is alchemy. You are seeking the other component for the great work. Do not mistake this for a casual friendship. Do not pollute it with the mundane. This is a sacred trust, a spiritual covenant. When you find this one, you must set the terms. You must agree on the one great singular purpose, the one assumption you will hold, and you must meet, not to talk, but to feel, to enter the silence, to fuse your consciousness, to sit together and know that what you desire already is. You are building the temple. You are consecrating the ground. You are not two minds discussing a problem. You are two priests, attending the birth of a god, a genius, the third mind. This requires discipline. It requires faith. It requires the total surrender of your doubt. Any less, and the portal will not open. When you are together, you are not two. This is the mystical key. You are three. There is you, there is the other, and there is the genius, the third mind, the master, that you have birthed together. This third mind, it is the one who does the work. It is the one who attracts the ideas. It is the one who rearranges the shadows. Your job, as the two, is simply to hold the harmony, to keep the channel clear, to protect the unified feeling. When you are apart, you hold the state. When you are together, you amplify it. You are no longer acting from your old consciousness. You are acting from the consciousness of the genius you command. You are no longer just human. You have become a creator. So, find that person, that one. Make the pact. The world of shadows, will tell you this is foolish. Your ego will scream that it is losing control. Good. Let it scream. Your real work is not in the world of effects. It is in the world of cause. And the cause is feeling. The cause is assumption. Find the one who will assume with you. And when you do, hold that state. Together, unwaveringly. Because you are no longer two, struggling in the dark. You are three. And the third, the one you have just invited into your world, is the infinite. It is the genius. It is the I am. And it changes everything. You are no longer one. You are three. And the third is God. What genius are you ready to birth now? Let me know in the comments. What is the one great assumption you will now hold? Subscribe, turn on notifications. This was only the entrance. The next video is the application. Click it now and become the power.